I can at least activate... How do I do war cry nowadays? This would be 9. So my button on my mouse, new keybinds, everybody. Oh my god. It died so fast. I cannot believe I have not shown this loadout on my channel before, because this is just a crazy, wild build that is way better than I ever expected. Friend Cthulhu, long time ago, put this loadout together, or at least this concept in my mind, about running the Popshot with either double reload, double mag size, reload mag size. I actually set out to find the best combination, but the point is, you can reload wicked fast. Certain variations of this, while maybe suboptimal, are crazy enough. So let me just get to the point where you can run double reload and mag size on this, and you can reload more than 5 times per second. Yeah, you might be seeing some gameplay on screen about what that looks like, but Editing Beast is going to put that away now. I'm just teasing you because this is really, really fun. What I found out is I'll just show the perk combinations. With double reload mag, you're doing 612,000 DPS with the loadout attached and my party in here as is. And then with a crit build damage mag size, a more traditional perk setup, mag size does reload faster than a reload perk, by the way. You're doing 604,000 DPS, but with this build, crit rating, crit damage, mag size, and reload, you're actually doing 654,000 DPS, which is wild. In fact, in certain variations of this build, which is the reload one, we weren't even running a crit damage perk at all because all of our crit damage was actually coming from Buckshot Raptors. So if you just want to have the most fun, I'd recommend pretty much the loadout that I was just showing. In fact, I'll just pull it back up here. Basically make it so that you have a mag size up top, then you have like a crit rating down here, and then a reload down here. So 2 reload, 1 mag size with a crit rating is going to be a super viable, very, very, very fast reloading one. But what I've opted for here today is a slightly slower reload, but maximum damage output. So I'm going to show the build here once more. Buckshot Raptor in the lead is giving us a lot of our crit damage. We got Totally Rocking Out active, of course. We're going to be having fun with that. Saurian Might, because he's actually really good in support, even if you're not using Blast in the Past. Locked and Reloaded, because we're going to be reloading constantly. And because I felt like we had an extra spot open, I'm not using wafers, I'm not using coconuts, I figured, let's just use Wukong. Why not? Get a little bit of an extra explosion every 6 kills. Why not? Let's give it a go, hop in game, and see how this runs. All right. Before we attack this encampment real quick, let me just murder a frog. So I'm really doing a bad job here. Look at the reload speed on this. This isn't even as fast as it gets. I should have kept my copy with the double reload mag size, because that, in my opinion, is the truest form of this loadout. But you can see just how well it performs. Every 6 kills, everything's exploding. That's actually kind of convenient. Look how quickly it reloads. I could just get out of this situation super easy. Barely an inconvenience. This reminds me of the Mercurial MG video. I don't know if that one's up by now or not. I'm not sure what order I might have scheduled these in, but I'll show that clip whether the video's out or not. Basically, I got trapped in a corner and died. But this weapon dealt with it no problem. I might be giving some of that credit to Wukong, but in general, this is a great showing, because the Popshot, for those of you who don't know, is actually one of the stronger shotguns in the entire game. It is, as far as I'm aware, the DPS, at least on a base level, is identical to the Ground Pounder and Huskbuster, 2 weapons that I hype a lot on this channel. Why the Popshot doesn't get as much love? I don't know. I prefer those other ones. The Popshot can have Affliction, which is a super powerful 6 perk. As you're seeing, I can just be shooting multiple enemies. Those guys just died. I just looked away, and they're just going to tick away and die. I tried to show you them dying, but they were already gone. So that's just how strong Affliction can be. It can just do extra bits of damage, and that kind of gives it a crowd clearing effect, which makes it very, very useful. And even without that extra damage to Afflicted, this weapon doesn't even need it. It's absolutely annihilating everything I want to shoot. Oh, there's a Smasher over there. I can't wait. I wonder if I'm going to be able to activate Totally Rockin' Out. I'm not sure we're going to have enough enemies around, but I can at least activate... How do I do War Cry nowadays? This would be 9. So my button on my mouse, new keybinds, everybody. Oh my god! It died so fast! I didn't even have Totally Rockin' Out active! That was just the weapon plus War Cry. Oh, it's beautiful. It's so good. This is what I'm talking about. You can reload so quickly and just get right back into the fight. Like, this is, mind you, not even as high a DPS as like the Ground Pounder and Huskbuster could. Well, I mean, they're the same weapon, but the perks kind of spread things out a little bit. But it's just so good. It's just so good. I might be wrong about that because this is killing way faster than I feel like those weapons can, but there's something to be said about like just spraying into a crowd and single target damage, but it doesn't really matter what's better or worse. This weapon absolutely annihilates, and you don't necessarily need this perk setup to succeed. I feel like this is optimal. I haven't ran literally every single perk combo. This weapon, curiously, can have triple crit rating. I do not recommend that, but it's a thing you can do. Maybe a triple crit rating buckshot could be a fun one because you'd be critting almost all the time. But either way, the point is, this weapon, as stands especially, is super, super strong. Again, that affliction just goes so far. I can just move on to other targets and just check in. Hey, how weak are you? Boom. Then, because he's so weak from the affliction damage, I'm not necessarily relying on a crit. So if you guys are ever trying to, like, shoot more efficiently, DPS is just a number that I get from a calculator. I mean, real-world damage output is almost always different. But if you're looking to use your weapon smarter, you can just tag all the biggest targets in a crowd, move on to a different target, and then that way the health will be so low. I'm seriously, Walry, the health will be so low that you don't even have to crit. As you can see, though, in this case, the crit did enough damage to kill them anyway. I was killing enemies that I wasn't even looking at anymore by moving on to the rest of the crowd. It's a beautiful, beautiful thing. I am very team affliction, and it's funny, I'm recording this on July 17th, the night before an update. If affliction gets patched between now and then, hopefully Editing Beast can let you guys know, but I say patched because back in the day, God, it died so quick. Back in the day, Affliction did not do nearly as much damage as it does now. And then they buffed it, and then nerfed it, and then buffed it again, just like they did with Stoneheart Pharah. Same update, by the way. Every single time, they all got buffed and nerfed in unison, because to those of you who don't know, the Chain Lightning on the Vacuum Tube bow does a crazy amount of damage. Maybe there's a clip on stream of that happening, or on screen of that happening right now. Very, very good with Stoneheart Pharah, and that used to be unintended, or like it was intended, but they thought it was too strong. Community backlash was such that they added it back in the game, and then now it's a permanent stay. Affliction came and went with that exact same set of updates. Oh my god, there was a nurse in there! I'm pretty sure there was a wolf in there that died on accident. When enemies are dying on accident, that's a good sign. But my point is, Affliction, I think, is here to stay, just like the Pharah thing, and yeah, so I like to abuse it, well, utilize it as much as possible. I don't think I'm abusing anything, I'm just using it to its fullest extent. Look at that, a couple of weaklings that were here, oh, we got it, and forgotten about. I think that's enough gameplay. Let's just cut to the defense, and, well, let's see how this thing does against 250 power level instead of 160.
What are you running?
I am running fast reload with Buckshot in the lead. I think I'm just gonna stay unmuted in Discord for the video if you guys are willing to chat with me. You guys didn't get to hear my crazes, but this weapon is reloading about 4 times a second while critting super hard, over 400%, and doing really strong base damage, and plus Wukong, I think I'm getting some really good extra damage. Wukong's only like, what, 37 after 6 kills, but it's kind of nice. It's just extra damage, and this build, especially with Totally Rocking Out, is so stacked already that it doesn't really need much help. Let me see if I can have any of these smashers, because I want to know how this thing does against a 250 power level. We always got to do the smasher test. All right, here we go. There was a fumble right here. Let's see. That's so good. He survived with 1 HP, and I just let Affliction finish him off. That is so nice. Let me pop a war cry now. Get it full reload.
I literally turned away and that smasher was dead the moment I looked back.
It's not exactly the 2-shot that we got from a beefed up Wrath, but it doesn't even matter. It kills so fast. Oh my lord. You get to sprint and slide too. These are some good plays. This is so satisfying.
Oh my gosh.
Right? Like, this is so much more than a fun build.
It's like a 2-3 shot, if that. The dude jumping around.
The new movement has made Save the World feel more badassy to play.
And it kind of is. Like, it's not even just for fun. I feel like right there, I wanted to get into the Smasher's, you know, field of influence where I could hit it effectively with a shotgun while avoiding the enemies in front of me and before he got to the base. And crouching and sliding was exactly what I needed for that. Oh, I don't have any health. Yeah, I hit 1! I healed right as I died! Cow Dizzle, thank you for following. Or Crow Dizzle. Oh my lord. My brain read that initially as Cow Drizzle, and I was mortified and kind of weirdly excited at the same time. I wasn't sure what to feel. It was kind of a moment. This is so good. Marked for Death. Is somebody running down Nocturno or Phoenix?
I'm running my Nocturno.
Yeah, this is great. Normally I want to get the kills for showing it off, but what more do you need to see? Like, even when I'm not using Totally Rockin' Out or a War Cry, this weapon is doing great damage.
Game?
Uh-oh, are you bugging? Are you running Boom Base? No, you're not. I don't hear it.
No, why are my weapons showing up? What?
Oh, did
Oh,
you do
you
that
got
thing where
the
you
glitch.
activated an ability while you were shooting or something?
Oh, you can fix it by jumping off the map. Just jump off the map real
Yeah,
quick.
Sounds like a troll. That is amazing. This build is so good. Oh, I can't wait for round 2. Okay, so this build, I mentioned earlier, is heavy on the reload speed, just for the funsies, and the DPS, mind you. But I am doing that thing I always say where fire rate doesn't exactly equal damage, and you can tell by my shotgun shell count as to really what I'm speaking about here, where I am shooting a lot more than might be necessary with a more damage crit-oriented build. But, you know, if you can spare a few shotgun shells, this is a very strong build. Oh, I love doing enough damage to a flinger before it throws. I think the pot shot is really what did that one in, but how well does this thing chip away? Yeah, that's kind of similar, you know. Affliction doesn't always do enough to completely finish off a target, but it'll at least get it prepped. You know, it's kind of like I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna make a fluffer joke in a video and then immediately backpedal and explain it anyway. I would never not make a joke and then immediately make a reference to it. That's not me at all. Also not a real job, apparently. So, there you go. What? Google it. What? I can't have this comment in a YouTube video. I barely touched on it. I'm already nervous as it is. I guess my channel's not family friendly, but can't be talking about that over Popshot gameplay.
Gotta pop your shot, buddy.
Oh, Lord. This
Mini
is...
boss.
Mini boss, let me have it. Let me at it. Let me at it. Please do not be nature.
Let's see how fast you die.
All right, how fast?
Like...
Okay, good. There's no element. Let me do that. I'm gonna just see if I can get a fumble on the ground here. See if I can get a football. Nah, no worries. You know, I'm not dead. That's a pretty good start. So this is where I think ground pounder ground pounder huskbuster territory is a little bit better. This weapon is really, really fun for taking out like single targets, even smashers, but I think the continual onslaught of damage that comes from the ground pounder and the huskbuster are really what you need for a mini boss. Although if you look at the health, you can see how it's chunking. Of course, I'm going to die if I continue trying to show that off, so this is going to be a little awkward for a second. I don't have... Okay, good. A health bar happened. I want to make that flinger not hurt. That's okay. The teammates took care of the mini boss. That's fine. I think we've seen enough of what this weapon can do. I'm not going to consider it a massive loss. I love builds like this. I kind of want to run the true maximum reload speed build and see how that runs. In fact, I'm even going to use this opportunity to tease a series idea I had where I want to... Okay, I haven't recorded any of these yet. They're not on the channel yet. They might be coming out soon depending on when this video goes out, but I want to do a series of the fastest fire rate weapons because I did some calculations. The Monsoon can get 23 shots per second with a fire rate perk, and then there are a lot of weapons like the a lot of the 13.5 base fire rate weapons like the Viper and the Lightning Pistol with a fire rate perk are shooting over 19 shots per second. Even the Silent Spectre can get up to like 17 shots per second with a 48% crit chance. That could get interesting, you know, run like Beetlejuice or Sledgehammer in the lead. You could have a very interesting loadout. I'm not sure it'd be like highly recommended or anything, but it could be good. It could be solid. I don't know.
Ooh, you know what? I might run the next mission just for fun.
I want to run it next mission now. Well, now I'm inspiring myself. Should we both run it? See how it goes.
Sure.
All of us run it. Should we do Urban Assault in the lead? Oh my god. Chaos Agent wouldn't even keep up. How do you reload a weapon? Well, I guess the Viper...
I'm not good at aiming. I can't run Urban Assault.
I guess, yeah, the Viper has a fast reload, but it's not high enough accuracy to hit the headshots Urban Assault needs. Something to think about. And with those videos teased, I'm gonna call this one a wrap. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one, and take it easy. And then